Hey, this is Jim at Broadfield back with you again with another Broadfield Dealer Liquid Lunch. I brought in a couple of Coronas a couple weeks ago, just as kind of a commentary with all the coronavirus stuff going out. And I am bringing them back on the show again today, not because I like Corona, but because the kids are home from school, so I've got to keep the good stuff at home. So for today's Liquid Lunch, cheers. I really want to stress that our job here at Broadfield is to help you, our dealers, navigate through some of these difficult times. And what we're going to go over today are some of the opportunities that we're already seeing in the industry. Obviously, things have changed. Things have changed across the globe, and things have changed significantly. And quite honestly, they're going to continue to change. It is our responsibility together to figure out where the opportunities are, to take advantage of those opportunities, and to continue to grow our businesses to get through these difficult times and to put us into a good position for when this passes, which it will. So really what I want to do is not go into the doom and gloom, but further, more take a positive spin and talk about some of the great opportunities that you see. Obviously, when we released the Broadfield Liquid Lunch, we did so with a little bit of a fun topic to join you on a Thursday afternoon to crack open a beer and to talk about some of the great opportunities in the business. Just because the globe has changed does not mean that our approach is any different today. So without further ado, let's talk about some of these opportunities and where they lie in this new environment of social distancing. Social distancing requires live streaming in several of the verticals that we know many of you have already invested heavily into. Houses of worship, education, corporate AV, community and government organizations. These are all now not using streaming as a luxury to complement their messages, but they're required to do so. You can no longer invite a large congregation to join you in your church, so the community outreach and the video production in order to get to them has become a necessity. So there are great opportunities here. Houses of worship have to stream because the congregants cannot get there. This is also very big when you're streaming to some of the most susceptible in our population, which are the older or sick who are looking to these house of worship services in nursing homes and hospitals and other areas where their only choice is to get that message live streamed in. Schools across the country are closing and sending students home. This is happening on both the collegiate and university level, as well as in local school districts across the country, in both public sector and private schools. Teachers are immediately being taught how to use Zoom conferencing and how to open up a webcam to get their message out to the students. Students are being not only encouraged, but required to do some of this education from their homes. School boards, local governments, county organizations, community groups are also looking to extend the messages to keep their communities at ease and up to date on all of the latest information as it applies to them. And of course, corporations. Corporations are sending workers home to work remotely. They need to up their communications in order to keep everyone on the same page and to be productive. If you're working with corporations who are using whatever tools are available today, it is very possible that they're also taking this time to research some great capital investments to make their capabilities in the future even better. So how do you reach them? Let's start by talking about Facebook groups. If you've got extra time in navigating these waters, Get you and your team involved in local community organizations, and Facebook groups are a great way to do this. Look for your local moms and dads groups. Look for your community civic organizations. This is where people are asking the questions. Hey, is anyone an expert? Do you know how to do this? Can you help me stream to the people that I want to speak with? Contact your school boards, local governments, houses of worship directly. Reach out to them and tell them where your expertise lie and how you can help. It's amazing how welcoming they are going to be to this message, because you just may be reaching them in a time of need where a lot of these people are going to have a lot of questions that they want answered. And of course, live stream. Drink the Kool-Aid. Do it yourself. Reach out to your community and to your local area by creating your own live streaming message, just like we do every Thursday. In fact, if you want to create your own liquid lunch, crack one open and do it. I'm not holding any kind of copyrights here, and we encourage our dealers to do this week in and week out. What else can you do? Take this time to invest in training. Become a live streaming expert. If you've traditionally serviced your customers in a post-production space, live production is a great complement to your business. Take your expertise where it lies and grow that and expand it and open up the number of opportunities that apply to you and your company. Learn how to market locally and use guerrilla marketing tactics. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do it. When you start doing it, you will be able to hone your message and do it better and better and better as you learn from feedback and even from your mistakes. Stream as a service. Purchase the equipment, stream it yourself, talk to us about demo programs and demo gear that's available, and be able to show it off. There is nothing that can convince a person that you can help them better than showing them what you're doing on your own. So I'm going to go into some of the great products that we have available to help get these messages across, but I have to start by telling you that one of the most affordable products on the market, the Webcaster X2 for social media streaming, is sold out, done, kaput, no longer available, no longer being made. So this also is going to be creating the need for people to start calling in and asking about other products. So let's talk about where the opportunities are and what streaming encoders we have available now. Sling Studio is making a lot of traction throughout the industry. At under $1,000, it allows someone to set up a streaming system very quickly and easily, controlled from either a MacBook or an iPad that they might already have and be using. Sling Studio is a system that includes the hub at $9.99. There, of course, is a battery that you can connect and run that remotely, and you can create a multi-camera streaming system by adding a camera link to other cameras throughout your streaming setup. We also have some great bundles with the Sling Studio starting at $17.45. We have a huge shipment of Sling Studio products on the way to our warehouses here in Broadfield. And if you're not already a Sling Studio authorized dealer, work with your Broadfield salesperson and we can help get you set up. We're working side by side with Sling to help make sure that this product is available for as many dealers as possible, especially you guys who do need this opportunity to grow your business and reach out to additional customers. The LiveUSolo encoder is a great encoder that you can add even to a Sling Studio bundle or to any video source with an HDMI output. The LiveUSolo encoder allows you to easily connect to any network or Wi-Fi signal, or you can add the LiveUSolo Solo Connect Starter Kit to get USB cellular modems like I have here to stream from anywhere in the field. This is especially important now when the CDC and the government is telling everyone to take their message outside. Keep your social distance. Take your camera out into the field and now produce your live show through your cellular modems on a battery-operated LiveUSolo, and you can take that camera and go live from anywhere and everywhere. If you're not familiar with the LiveUSolo Connect bundles, it starts with the Solo encoder itself, either the HDMI at $9.99 or HDMI and SDI at $14.99. Then you add either a 2-modem or a 3-modem starter kit, and then your customers subscribe directly to an unlimited data plan from LiveU themselves. And when they subscribe to that data plan, we will give you a coupon code that you can share with your customers so they can take advantage of a special discount. Teradek Video Go is a similar encoder from Teradek. The Teradek unit, do I have one of those on screen here? The Teradek unit will also allow them to take their source, either HDMI or SDI, out into the field to use anywhere, and include a node for cellular streaming. The Teradek nodes are $3.99 each, and the Teradek Core would be the software and data plans that your customers would source from Teradek directly. The Epifan Pearl Mini is a great encoder. Do we have one of those up on the screen here? Apparently the Pearl Minis are not in stock, so we're hoping to get those in shortly. But the Pearl Mini is a great encoder that lets you bring in 2 video sources and output you bring in 2 HD inputs simultaneously and output those in a live production system to a CDN of your choice. At $34.95, the Epifan Pearl Mini is super easy to set up anywhere using the on-screen display monitor, allowing you to switch your cameras and produce your show right from the unit itself. The Matrox Monarch family of devices. They have 3 models available: the Monarch HD at $9.95, the HDX SDI at $12.95, or the Matrox Monarch LCS, which is their lecture capture appliance, at $24.95. The Matrox Monarch LCS is a great choice for schools and universities who do need to set up that lecture workflow, allowing them to use pre-made layouts to move the instructor throughout the screen and not to block the messaging or the presentation of the materials that need to be taught. The Roland switches are great little devices for people that are looking to put together an affordable multi-camera system that they can either produce or stream out live. The Roland V1 HD HDMI version is under $1,000, and the V1 SDI at $14.95. These switches will allow you to mix up to 4 cameras and then output an HDMI signal that can be brought into a video grabber like the Epifan AVIOs, and then using software like Wirecast or OBS to stream right from their laptop. This is a great way to add multiple sources into any production workflow. If you need more than those 4 video sources, Roland just introduced the V8 HD switcher that goes up to 8 inputs. And then, of course, Roland has a complete line of switchers and mixers. They even have a V1 HD bundled with their own web encoder. And they have the VR4 HD, which has the encoder built into the box itself that can be connected by USB directly to any PC that go directly to their CDN. If you need to bundle a solution for your customers that includes a Roland switcher, a streaming encoder, an Atomos monitor, or PTZ cameras, call your Broadfield salesperson. We're here to help, and we can help talk you through that entire workflow. Telestream Wirecast software is a great application that your customers can put on any PC or Mac. Wirecast is available in 2 versions. The Wirecast Studio software is $5.99, and Wirecast Pro is $7.99. For your people, for your customers who are looking to get into the live production world, Wirecast Pro is a great option to install on a laptop computer to give them not only the streaming, but the production capabilities and PTZ camera control right from within the software itself. The Epifan Avio Grabbers, I talked about a moment ago with the rolling switches, allowing you to get either an HDMI, SDI, or even a 4K HDMI feed into any PC or Mac by a USB connection. The great thing about these Epifan Grabbers, as opposed to some of the other solutions out there, is that there are no drivers required. You simply connect this hardware to your video source into your USB connection, and your machine will recognize it as a webcam, which means you can use these to bring a professional camera input into a Zoom meeting, Microsoft Teams, a Skype video chat, or any other application that your customers may be using now in this remote work from home environment. If you're looking for systems that have the Wirecast software installed and your customers want something that's going to be easy to set up and use, but still give them the growth opportunities for when we get past this time, that they can make the investment and continue to put together a more and more professional production, the Wirecast gear is an excellent choice. This is a turnkey computer system with the Wirecast Pro software already installed, available in either an HDMI model at $59.95, an SDI model at $69.95, or the Wirecast Gear 420, which has a ton of hardware upgrades, including NVIDIA GPU acceleration, for $89.95. And if we're going to talk about these live production systems, we also have to talk about the new tech TriCaster Mini. The great thing about the TriCaster Mini is that it is small and compact enough to throw into a Pelican case to take anywhere. We have a great deal on a bundle right now, which is the TriCaster Mini SDI bundle with the control surface and that travel case for under $10,000. That pricing is normally $11,995, and the promo is available while supplies last. For your customers who are looking to invest in the future and look for a video over IP solution with new tech NDI technology, take a look at the TriCaster Mini 4K NDI. A la carte, that unit itself sells for $89.95. We have the complete bundle with the control surface and the travel case available now for $10,995. And that is a great solution for people who want to use their cameras through the NewTek NDI with their IP networks. The NDI, again, the 4K NDI is $89.95 a la carte, $10,995 with the base bundle, and NewTek also put together this deluxe bundle that includes 2 of their PTZ cameras for $18,995. Speaking of PTZ cameras, I want to point out that Broadfield is your source for PTZ cameras, which are also in very high demand right now. We have PTZ cameras available from Panasonic, Bird Dog, and PTZ Optics, which I have up on the slide right here. When you're talking about social distancing, your customers are looking to get a good video production together with as few people in the room as possible. If you're eliminating people, you're eliminating camera operators. By being able to control your camera directly from your live production equipment makes that PTZ camera pay for itself. The PTZ Optics cameras are available in either USB, which also have HDMI, SDI models for the longer cable runs, or in NDI models for your customers who are willing to invest in that IP infrastructure. PTZ Optics also has put together some streaming producer kits, which include a little Intel NUC computer as the brains to install that software and create that live production. And these systems come in at just over $4,000 a system. Panasonic PTZ cameras are available for either SDI workflows or NDI. These Panasonic cameras have these same optics and zooms and smooth robotics that has made Panasonic famous within this industry. If you need any information on finding the right Panasonic PTZ camera, definitely reach out to your Broadfield salesperson. We also have the Panasonic HL C100 live production switcher, which pairs very well with those Panasonic NDI cameras. And there's actually a sales promotion on this right now where through the end of March, you can offer this to your customers at $1,000 off or a $12,999 MSRP. So if you have any questions about getting started in live production or streaming, or about comparing any of the live production systems or streaming encoders, Broadfield is your source. Give us a call at 800-634-5178. Our motto is that people like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business. Now it is more important than ever for us to make it as easy as possible for you to service your customers and take advantage of the opportunities that are available. We're going to have some great messages coming up for you every Thursday at 1 p.m. So grab a beer and join us on the show every Thursday at news.broadfield.com/live. Stay healthy, stay well, and we'll see you next week.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers. So call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.